When I ask people, what is God? I get a variety of answers. There's a rough pattern. People will say God is truth, God is justice, God is love. They'll also usually say God is indescribable. He is unknowable to us. But a truly indescribable God would not lead to any kind of religion. It would only lead you to deism. Any theism asserts some claim about the knowability of God, with a theory of his nature, at least to some degree, in relation to us. So the question is, how did we acquire this knowledge? There are essentially two options. One, revelation, or experience, or two, deduction, or logic. Now the trouble with revelation is that for the vast majority of people, God has a hiddenness to him. Most people have never seen God. There's also a problem of pluralism, where different examples of revelation present not just competing but mutually exclusive notions of what God is like, what he wants, and what his nature is. So deduction comes to the rescue. We have arguments like the transcendental argument, the cosmological argument, the teleological argument, the moral argument, and most importantly, perhaps the ontological argument. But the trouble with deduction is that in all of these cases, it ascribes to God things that come from language and not from the world. And we see this in the answers people gave when I asked, what is God? Truth is not a thing. It's a description that we apply to statements depending on how they relate to the world. Justice can refer to revenge, it can refer to good intentions, and it can refer to a few other different theories of justice. It's not one coherent concept. And love is a very broad word that describes a variety of different relationships. None of these ideas, or the various other ideas that are used to describe God, none of these are singular. The very idea of a being that embodies all of these things together, as if they were singular, doesn't just show the man-made origins of God. It presents us with a concept of the being of God, which was necessary for us to even conceptualize a single God in the first place. And it shows by the nature of the language, the roots of this conceptualization, that this conceptualization is false. All this is to say that from the ontology of God, from the nature of God as he is presented in theism, we can know by necessity that the God of theism does not exist.